So I made a thing. This is the thing I made. Today I made an island resort style based off of kind of those like Bali tree houses. Um, I have skipped a lot of the beginning intro. I hate adding in the parts where, like at the very beginning, when I'm deciding on the structure of that, because sometimes it can take me like 20 minutes of just sitting there staring at the screen and deciding what I want. I will move it, like I will change it a million times. So generally, every time I upload like a building tutorial, not tutorial, a house build, I'll cut out to once I've started building the structure. This video will be done in two parts just because I wasn't able to edit the parts, the whole video as one. Obviously, this video is a bit long. I guess it's considered a big build. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I've been trying to challenge myself lately with doing big builds because generally I just only build for my house, like, for my gameplay, and I don't play with massive billion-dollar families except for my Super Sim, but every other family is generally pretty normal. Um, I did actually end up building this in the world where I do, like, that has my story let's play. If you don't follow that, my Instagram is mugaloos._ successor. I'll link in the bio. But yeah, I do have like a story let's play that I post on Instagram, and generally I will add. I added this one into the world even though I don't use it. Sorry. How's everyone going with the whole coronavirus thing? It's pretty insane in Australia at the moment. It is. We are in full lockdown. Well, not. I think we're like stage 3 lockdown, which means we don't leave our house unless we're going to like see the doctor or getting groceries and stuff like that. I never thought I would go insane from not leaving the house, considering I love staying at home and playing Sims, but I am going a bit stir crazy now. It's also pretty scary. I have a lot of family in New Zealand that I'm unable to see or contact at this point, because they're in rural areas, and obviously we can't fly to New Zealand. I don't know if you know, but New Zealand's actually in a stage 4 lockdown. That's where I'm originally from. I moved to Australia when I was 13, to Melbourne, Australia, and lived there until 2 years ago. And then I moved to about a town that's about an hour outside of Geelong on the coast. Back to the build. This is where I'm just kind of like finally getting the structure all together and adding in those small little things. Apologise about the what's the word where you get sick from staring at things too long. Anyways, for all the spinning, I'm still getting used to building and having it recorded. Like sometimes I get nervous about it. Isn't that weird? Like I get like camera shy, even though the camera's not on me. At this part, I was really trying to add in a waterfall and see if I could fit it in somewhere, but it just wasn't working with the layout that I had, and then I was just getting frustrated with it, so I just ended up not going with it. I also put this bridge here, but I ended up deleting it because obviously it takes up a lot of room, and I can't fit in an actual bridge to get to that property that like little house that's tucked in there. Sorry. I am building. I do end up putting in a few lots actually. There's like a little outdoor eating area, performance area with a little stage, and then I do like a retreat style, with a spa and a sauna and stuff like that. No, I don't think I do a spa, but I do like sauna and massage table. I imagine like this is the kind of place where people go for their honeymoons. I definitely like to go there on my honeymoon. Actually, I am planning my honeymoon at the moment. I'm engaged to my partner of 5 years. We are looking at getting married in 2022 back in New Zealand, just because it works out easier I have a bigger family than my partner, so it makes it easier for their family to travel over rather than my family to come over here. But we're looking at marriage, and also it's a lot prettier in New Zealand, just cheaper. But we are looking at going to Santorini for our honeymoon. I really love Greece, and I really want to go there. It looks so beautiful. So I guess in a way, I'd love to do actually. I've seen a few like Greek style builds, and maybe I'll do one of those in the future. If you guys would like to see that. But this one I based off. Originally, I really wanted to go to like Bora Bora, but then I really wanted to go to Bora Bora or like the French Polynesia, which is what this is kind of based off. But then someone told me about how they have like spiders the size of like dinner plates, and I mean, like I live in Australia, so I can't really say that spiders, like I am terrified of spiders. Like I have a huge phobia, but I do see spiders a lot, and I have seen some pretty big spiders. But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna go somewhere where like they just hang out like ants. Like, I've heard that they just chill everywhere, and I'm like, I'm not about that life. Like, at least most of the spiders come, there's like seasons where the spiders come more in Australia, and most of the big ones, no, I'm not gonna lie, they terrify me still. I have to get my partner to take them out of the house. I don't know, the idea of spiders in Bora Bora makes me terrified. So as you can see, I'm finally doing the floor plan and not the floor plan, sorry, like the colorings for the floor and the layout and the walls. I think at the end of the video, when I finish finishing like the part 2, I do after that add a few touches where like I felt like I wanted more greenery and stuff like that, but it's more just like plants and stuff. The photo that you see at the very beginning of this video and the next one is actually the little video montage of the end product, is actually what it looks like at the end. But I don't really make any structural changes. I do love like making big resort styles. I remember playing Sims 3 Island Paradise, I think it's called, and I thought it was so cool that you could have resorts, but I used to play it on my really old computer, and so it used to just lag so much, and I'm so sad. Like, I actually have it still on DVD. I have like almost all of the Sims 3 on DVDs, and I'm just waiting until I become famous and then I can get a really good computer. No, until I just get a better computer. Like, I have a decent one at the moment. I did buy a gaming computer just for Sims, but I just want one that's going to be able to handle like Sims 3 as well. Like, obviously I have a decent computer because I can have it all on, I think I have it all on ultra resolution or something like that. I'm not really sure. My IT friend just set it up for me. This is a little bridge. I thought this was super cute. I love those accents. Is that what they're called? The beaches. They are like the, what's the word for them? I'm just blanking. The panels on the sides of the houses. It reminds me a lot of indigenous house, like we call them maraes, but the houses that the indigenous people, we call Māori, and it reminds me of the buildings that we have back home, which does make me sad. Sometimes I do miss home a lot. I've been back twice this year, which is not by choice. My aunt passed away at the start of the year, so I had to fly back to New Zealand. She passed away on the 1st of January, and we had to fly back for the funeral, and then it was my grandmother's 80th on, like, in April, I think. No, March, sorry. At the start of this year. So, yeah, it's been a bit hectic. It's good to be back home, and, you know, like, we finally got back home, we got all sorted, and then the whole coronavirus thing happened, and it was just, like, not a good time of the year. I'm just not having a great year, to be honest. I've had a few deaths in the family this year also, and like just a few like family, you know, it's just one of those years. I always try not to be negative about things, but I always think that in my mind that like there's like signs. So if you have a bad year, you have a bad year, and it's just going to happen. So in my mind, I'm just trying to be positive and be like, you know, like I'm building up for next year, which will be better, which I can't guarantee, but hopefully. So I think I'm almost towards the end of the building. This part was so hard. I was trying to like get a window that would kind of fit nicely with this big open archway that also reminds me of like homes, like houses in New Zealand. I kind of added, just where I put those plants there just before, I do add some more plants there just because I felt like it looked a bit empty, and I think I do add some unless I don't do it. Yeah, I believe I add some windows as well. So this is the last of the editing. Of the video. I think I just edit. This is like the main concierge reception area of the hotel. I believe I do some editing, and then I do some of that, and then it cuts away, and then you'll see the rest in the next video. I'll put some screenshots up on Instagram as well. If you want to follow me, I'll put it down below, but otherwise I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.